Alright, guys. First of all, I want to say I apologize for not making a video sooner. Life has just been a constant whirlwind, no doubt. But it's been a good whirlwind, very much so. First of all, let me say I am so enjoying my new part-time job that's been taking up quite a bit of my time. But I'm working inside of the commercial business sector, commercial insurance business sector, actually. Never done that before and enjoying it immensely. So that's wonderful. All right, I'm sure you guys are waiting with bated breath, as far as what's going on with the Empire State Building. Before I say that, let me mention this. I'm right here inside of my living room with my dear family on a Sunday afternoon, and everything is sweet. It's a blessing from the Lord. So anyway, I thought I'd take this time. Here, I'll turn up the lights there a little bit to let you know what's going on. I have actually contacted one of the owners of the Empire State Building. His name is Richie Adelman. He's a wonderful, wonderful guy. We had a blessing. I contacted him probably about 2 weeks ago, and we talked for close to an hour on the phone. So that was a blessing. Woohoo! Definitely. Since then, we've contacted Richie as well, but he is pretty busy with some projects that he has. Namely, he's in the process of trying to prevent the IPO, which is going to be taking place with the Empire State Building next month, this November. So he's had quite a bit going on there. He started with 12 lawyer volunteers, and now he's up to 80. And so he's doing pretty good and so forth. So he's really tied up. He's open to the idea. He's open to communicating more in the future, but just not right now. And that's okay. No big deal. No big deal. That's fine. Also, I brought a very dear friend of mine. His name is John Massink to the addition on the volunteer team. Now we have 7 volunteers internationally. And that brings up another point. There is a lot of warfare going on in regards to this project, people. There's no doubt about it. As far as the Empire State Building in New York City being the most beautiful hotel in the world, there has been quite a bit of warfare. So I really appreciate your prayers. Also, you can email me at wealthforhim@me.com. If you're gifted in intercession, because I tell you, I would just love to be able to chat with you and talk with you and just see what God has in regards to moving forward with Nicodemus Market Innovation, because there has been quite a bit of warfare. But I mentioned that in relation to one of our international volunteers. Please pray for her, and her name is Sam Fisher Weitzel. I'm not going to mention what she's going through because it's pretty personal, but some pretty intense stuff. But such is the case when you're moving forward with what God has you to do by His grace. But that's okay. At any rate, brought another gentleman by the name of John Massink. Hey, John! Dear friend of mine, very dear friend of mine. I've known him about 25 years. He's very astute within business, and his business acumen is superlative, and has quite a bit of experience. So he and I are in contact pretty much every day in regards to this idea. Let me mention to you what is going on in regards to the conversation I had with Richie. He said that, I found out about him on the Wall Street Journal about, 4 months ago and whatever. And the Lord released me to call him, finally, after 4 months, which has been a blessing, and getting to know him and so forth. But at the time of the writing of the article, the Empire State Building was 1/3 vacant. And now Richie says that it's more, it's a lot more than that. What it is it's about 80-20 is what it is now. So that's pretty significant. If you still got a building that big with 20% vacancy, that's pretty significant. So I believe that the timing of the Empire State Building being a hotel is right at the precipice. It's right there. It's at the timing of it is beautiful, and so we got to work at all the particulars and so forth. But still, they're at 20% vacancy. And that's where I'm going to be contacting actually tomorrow Anthony Malkin, who is the main owner of the Empire State Building. There's a number of owners and so forth. Richie's one of them, and so forth. But anyway, Anthony Malkin tomorrow, by the grace of God and by His Spirit, me and John are going to be contacting him and talking to his secretary and seeing what we could do. So that is where we're at right now. I just wanted to give you that information. As you can tell, I'm more of on a serious light today because this is a very serious time, no doubt. But for the kingdom and for the Lord Jesus Christ, this is the reason that this idea is going forward. He's the one that gave it to me about 5 years ago, and He's the one that will bring it forward. But at any rate, that's what we got going on. So I'm going to go ahead and get off of this. And we'll just bring it forward as we move forward. Always, if you have any questions and so forth, email me, wealthforhim@me.com. You can always call me at 612-644-2412, internationally, +1 612-644-2412. And would love to be able to hear from you and so forth. And if you feel led from the Lord that you're supposed to be involved in this, let me know. All right. Hey, God bless you. G-D bless you. Shalom. And we'll talk to you later. All right. Bye now.